Welcome back to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth. And this is part 2 of The Valley's reunion, episode 1.
Breaking news?
Oh God, breaking news.
I'm sorry.
I saw your face. I was like, breaking news?
You probably already saw it because I haven't been on Instagram all day. It's a Coca post. And she
Tom
said,
Sandoval?
Tom Sandoval on ex-girlfriend Victoria. My ex berated me about tiny penis. Does Sandoval
And forks
have
are
a
found
tiny
in the
penis?
kitchen. I mean, the sky is blue.
According to
I don't
my
know.
theory, I would say it's not mahoosive.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's fine. Because, different strokes for different folks.
Coca, I love you.
Okay. I know, that was so wild. Also, why are we, Tom, not everything has to be said.
Head on over to the Valley,
Yeah.
Tom. I'm here for you.
Honestly,
Let's not and say we did. Okay. So Michelle's relationship with Aaron is the next thing that's brought up. This is when Jesse has his wildly performative moment, crying that Isabella was so hurt. And she crawled in her bed and pulled the covers over her head and called her dad and said, I want to go to your house and you're just not prepared to help your daughter heal from heartbreak. And
if Jesse really cared about Isabella
he wouldn't say
more than he cared about taking down Michelle, he wouldn't create this tension between him and Michelle. He would just make it so seamless for her to be with her kid and so seamless for him to be with his. And they have their shared time with Isabella. And he would just get over it. If you were a real father and a real man, you get over it for your kid.
That's right.
I absolutely agree with that. I just want to say what I said in part 1, that there's something that I think has turned for me with Michelle. And I don't want to turn on her because I still just think she's going through a hard time. Like I still think like it is still an incredibly close to the death of the mom and the divorce and having to deal with like now my ex's girlfriend is like not only on the show, but like everyone loves her. She's like fan favorite.
Yeah.
And like, so all of that is there, but there's something about what this reunion has done has made me look at her again and go, I don't know if you're lying about stuff, but I feel like she might take things in, not the way they're really happening. Like that's what I'm grappling with right now.
Yes. Remember we also said this about her season 1, that she's just a really bad defender of herself and arguer. I think her inability to fight back and be clear about what her experience was leads to the convoluted nature of this discourse that we get into now with Lacey, because I think it's this section, or maybe it's not, but we're almost there, where up next we're talking about kind of Michelle and her love affairs with everyone, her and Schwartz, Dr. Dre, and then Janet. What a fall from grace.
Yeah.
She just says with her and Schwartz, they've always been friends. That's how they've always looked at each other. And then Andy brings up the Dr. Dre stuff and she says, I don't really want to talk about it. And Jesse goes, well, that's screaming NDA. And she's like, say it to my face. Like, what are you trying to say? And he goes, that sounds like you have an NDA. She goes, I don't. And he's like, okay, well, now you know. But to your point, if you really gave a shit about your daughter, why are you trying to make this relationship so contentious? Because this is filmed. Your daughter's going to go back and see this one day. And if you're supposed to look at how your dad treats other women as to what you're looking for in a man, what example are you leading with?
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. I feel like something's coming. Something had to have happened. Something happened because they were fine. Obviously, at the finale, they had that thing, but something has gone down in between the finale and
the reunion.
And I'm just dying to know what it is because like this is
They
just
were
weird
back to
energy.
Santa Barbara energy this reunion.
Yeah.
Which was palpable.
Yeah.
Jesse then also, I don't know, these two need help. He starts going into the fact that, Michelle has introduced their daughter to 3 different men in 2 years that we know of. 2 of them have met my daughter, and one of them threw my daughter out of his house. Listen, I'm not saying Aaron was some prize. I don't think Aaron took Isabella's little suitcase and her Polly Pockets and kicked them to the curb.
Yeah.
I also think the comedian that Michelle was dating, Isabella, the way Michelle told the story, unless she's completely lying, which maybe she is, but it does make sense. She's like, my daughter was at work with me. the guy's looking at the house.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, this is mommy's friend so-and-so. I don't really think that's her introducing her to a man that she's dating.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
like,
either.
he's
making it seem like she was like, okay, sweetie, like we're gonna go have like an adult sleepover, and then he's gonna make us breakfast, and he's gonna be here forever and ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and you can call him daddy.
Yeah, that's how I feel like Jesse thinks the meetings of these men.
I don't even think that's what he thinks. I think he just wants to be a pain in her ass.
Sure.
And just needle her and take her down.
Sure.
Every which way possible.
Yeah. I think all of that. I've always thought he doesn't like it when she has anything going on. He likes to keep a thumb on her. He just is insanely competitive with her. I think that the way that Lacey's allowing the sparring to go on just makes me think like, did she realize something about Michelle? Because you know how Lacey's just always so like, don't say that. Don't tell her that over there. Don't you ever go walk away. Like, and it seemed this time she was just like, didn't give a about it.
Well, she wasn't there yet.
Oh, she's not here yet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Spicy Man.
But then, regardless of her being there, you still think something happened to warrant him still being like this.
I do.
Yeah,
I
do
have a feeling like it's like something has happened. I don't know what it is, but like something clearly has gone very south, because the last we saw Michelle and Lacey, they were
not
talking to each other
they
in
were
Mexico
fine.
and
They
being
weren't
like, I don't want to fight with you.
but they were fine.
Yeah.
They were more than fine, and like in a way that like they both. It's like we're not going to be besties because like we never should have been, but like this is almost better than that. We don't like. We have nothing in common. You literally are with the dude that I left and had the worst time of my life with, and we really want to get along. We really want to try this, and like I don't want. I want to forget how that started. I do too. I want like that's way harder than just like people that are naturally friends and whatever. So something happened.
Definitely happened. And I'm very curious to know what it is.
Yeah.
And then we just get into this final part with Michelle and Janet. That's Janet's dream woman. And Jason says, no, of course I wouldn't be okay with them hooking up, because if she's in love with her, it's like, there's part of me that's like, actually, let's really get into this, because is Janet really bisexual? You said on the after show that you wouldn't be cool with her.
Again, telling
care.
us this curated version that you think will make you interesting and relatable and quirky and fun. But I think you're just a really boring person.
Calculated person.
Yeah.
You don't even give yourself a chance to just be who you are, because you're so in your head thinking about what am I going to say the
perception.
next time I'm on camera? Like what am I going to, I think we should talk about how we might adopt. Remember they talked about that? Like that first episode, or like not the first, but like
early on in the
season.
season. Yeah.
And it was like, you're maybe going to get pregnant. You're maybe going to adopt. And so someone's going to be like, oh, well, then he broke his leg. He had a bum leg for however long. That kind of fine. I still like, Janet just has never given me any reason to really believe anything that she's saying is authentic.
Totally.
So, and I believe Jason sometimes. I really still do. I have no interest in Jason. He can go away
Talk
forever.
about milquetoast.
Yeah.
This guy is bland.
Yeah. He does seem more authentic than her, though. Like he does seem just sort of like authentically boring.
Authentically boring.
Yeah.
After this, we get this. I don't care to talk about any of this next section. There was one thing that really like kind of make a little mini head explosion. It's Brittany and the Brandon of it all and the mommy makeover. And I would like to have the record show, Your Honor, that from episode 1, I go, I'm out on this dude.
Yeah.
I don't like him. I remember Mike was defending him. Like, we don't know. I'm like, no, I know. I am certain this guy is a grade A schmuck.
Yeah.
To the tune of $10,000. He's a grade A schmuck.
Gross.
10K.
I cannot believe that
Also,
that's what she gave
God,
him.
how self-loathing is Brittany to take on a dude like this and give him 10 grand, and he was not attractive whatsoever. No. So it's not even like she can be like, a week of what work? A great lay though, right?
That's
no,
right.
God, no.
No.
But we are under the whatever that she gave him this money because he had to take off time from work to take care of her. So that week of work that what job do you have that you're making 10 grand a month and 10 grand a week? And if you are making that, you're telling me that you can't skip a week? like to take
Yeah.
care of your girl.
Yeah.
This guy was a real prize.
She's got a really bad picker, Brittany.
And she did say it.
got a
She says
terrible
that she
picker.
moved too fast. She realizes that she's got a bad picker. She's been talking to a narcissistic abuse coach.
That's interesting.
Brittany, leave their number in the comments. Thanks.
And then she gets into the mommy makeover of it all. She feels so much better after the mommy makeover. Kristen and Zach were apparently incredibly supportive, maybe the most supportive. And then we just get into the silliness of the whole Nia not reaching out thing or reaching out, but it was just via social media, I guess. What I don't understand is how these people don't understand that she has 4 children. One of them is 3 months old. She's breastfeeding them. She is raising her other kids. She's filming a TV show. She's an influencer. Like one of my best friends has children, and there are times where I've texted something to her and she totally forgets to reply, but I see she's probably peeing and she's on Instagram and I send her something and she'll be like, oh my God, that's so funny. Reminds me of us in college.
Yeah.
Like, right, because you have 2 kids constantly vying for your attention. So if you're exhausted and forget to text back when I say, hey, do you like my new hair color? It's okay.
Yeah.
And Brittany, I get that everything you went through with Jax was so gnarly and your self-esteem took such a hit. I'm incredibly empathetic to that. It was still elective surgery. You did not have, God forbid, some crazy
Accident.
or disease or whatever that like that we all need to be worried and tend to you. Like you got a new boob job. Like you got the tires rotated. I'm happy for you. They look great.
They're like literally up on her neck.
I think that that's just how she wears her clothes.
Yeah.
Because it was the same thing last year. Remember she was wearing that weird black outfit last year and her teats were at her chin?
So like the Fashion Nova corsets.
Yes.
I'll literally be watching it and I'll find myself going, 4 fingers? Like, how
That's
many
right.
fingers?
Yeah, my 2 best friends, one just had her first kid, and then the other has 2 kids, 5 and 2 or 3. We talked every day. I can't even remember the day we didn't talk every single day. I would say in the last couple of years since she's had kids, I'm lucky if we text once a month. I'm lucky if she likes any of the reels I send her that I curate for her. But I understand because she has kids.
Yeah.
And you would think Brittany being a mom to Cruz, who does have like some mental special needs, like she would be sympathetic to the fact that Nia has 4 kids.
Yeah, now times that by 4.
Correct.
Like it's just a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
So like Brittany's like self-awareness just isn't there.
Yeah.
All That Glitters says, when I was pregnant, I said to my partner, oh, so you don't appreciate art? No idea why. I don't appreciate art. I was a nightmare.
I saw that one.
So cute. And then
That's so great.
Richard Jordan, who actually, I don't know what I think this person's made it, well, she makes it clear here that Richard Jordan is her husband. So she's using her husband's Google account. You can get your own now, you know? We can vote. We can get jobs. We can have our own Gmails.
Still not equal pay. Still working on that pay gap
working
though.
on that.
But you can vote for equal pay.
and see how it goes. She said, I threw a battered sausage at my husband when we were discharged from the hospital with our daughter. My mother-in-law still finds it hilarious to this day.
Wait, a battered sausage?
A battered sausage.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
She was probably mid-cooking.
Yeah.
I have had enough.
Yeah.
I don't think you're Southern, but for the purpose of in my head, you are.
She very well could be Italian from New Jersey.
That's right. Oh, well, then it wouldn't have been a sausage. Okay. Wasting food is a sin. Okay. Now Lacey enters the chat, Nat. Jessie gets up
My
to
girl.
A vision in yellow.
usher Lacey to her seat, which must have really stung with Michelle because I just feel like I don't know if he ever.
He would have never done that for
Yeah.
her.
They joke about
Sad.
Lacey being the alpha in the relationship. And then Andy says to Michelle, how did you feel about Lacey joining the cast? And she says, I have mixed feelings, but I did the best that I could. And then they quickly get into the Yamashiro event. And I don't know, this whole conversation, I really wanted to not just like this tete-a-tete that they were having more. I wanted to get something out of it. But I don't know.
What happened?
That's right. We don't.
Yeah.
Like, maybe we'll find out by the end of it. But like, this does not make any sense. And why we're rehashing this whole thing from Yamashiro. And I'm glad that we are, because I feel like Lacey like, I feel like I've heard her talk a little bit about it, but like not at all to this extent. Like I felt like we all kind of thought, Lacey, all right, well, you know, they didn't have to yell at you, but like you did go to set while they were still filming. Oh, well, it was supposed to be wrapped. Well, the lights are on, the cameras are on. Like everyone knows this is a live set. This is not a wrapped show. So you still came on, and I just really felt like, I don't know you, but I feel like I can say you were looking for trouble. You know,
Yeah,
That's
what I
the
thought.
thing. And
Yeah.
it annoyed me so much last year, which is why I had such a bad taste in my mouth going into this season.
Yeah.
Because there was just, if you didn't want, you, as my dad would say, you sleep with dogs, don't be surprised when you wake up with fleas.
Yeah.
You drive in the fast lane, don't be surprised when you get a ticket. Like, you walked onto a hot set. So for you to think, oh, but Jesse said they're taking the cameras down. You don't really know this woman. You're not in a good spot with her. Just stay in the car.
Yeah.
And let him meet you there. It still isn't adding up. And
Well-
this is even, I'm in a better place with Lacey, and it still is a little.
Now I think, like, because I see how tight she is with Zach and with Kristen, and it's like, now I want to know when that happened. Like, because if you're in town, you were just at a thing. Jesse says we're gonna be done at 9:30, so I'm gonna go meet him there, and like my friends are, because like if she's friends with them, then that makes more sense to me. And now I just am looking at Michelle like I think she's kind of a loose cannon. I think she's just a little bit more like, I think that Michelle, like, you don't see her coming. I think that she keeps a lot of shit in, and I could see her having a moment where she's just like, like, and it just sort of like all the time that she was like minding her P's and Q's or like not saying anything or not addressing, like whatever. I think she has moments. Like, listen, I'm working this out as I'm talking, like, because I'm trying to figure out what's happened in between time and whatever. So I'm just like, my mind is like all over the place with like that Michelle just might be a little less stable than I maybe thought that
I can go with that.
she was.
Sure.
And it could just be the era that she's in. And that's why I'm not trying to talk shit on her, because I'm thinking, who wouldn't be? Like, God, who wouldn't be with all of that shit?
Totally. And I can get with all of that. I also just need to highlight, like, Lacey, you still walked onto a set
Yeah.
where they're filming. Even if they're wrapping it up, you know they wanted you on the show. You know that they were all talking about you and interested in you. Just give it a wide berth.
Yeah.
You know, especially because she is, or seemingly from like what we've seen of her this season, she seems to be an incredibly intelligent, thoughtful person who is a few steps ahead of the average bear.
Yeah. It's so good.
It's so good. So that's why that
Yeah.
moment doesn't line up with who we know now. And I get that people have all colors of the rainbow going on
Yeah.
within them.
Yeah.
I just want, that's why I said with this section, I'm frustrated by it, because like, I don't think we got anywhere. I have no further clarity as to what happened that night, or even they get into, Michelle said it was, you know, pretty hard for me to even like call you to, or, you know, try to make headway with you, because the next day after that fight, Lacey called Michelle and told her how the relationship was going to go down. You're going to do what I say, or I'm going to sue you, and I have all the money to do it. Allegedly, that's what Michelle said. Lacey said, I did not say that to you. This is when Lacey, I guess, sent the cease and desist, or maybe she sent it a little bit before, but she said, I stand by it. And Michelle said, you know, Aaron allegedly heard you when you had called me. And you said, if you don't do what I say, I'll sue you because I have all the money in the world. And then Michelle said, Lacey's unstable and chaotic. Michelle said, Lacey said, Michelle projects and she hates her ex-husband and she hated her life. And it just felt like a ship going nowhere.
Okay. Like, obviously it went nowhere because there was zero resolve from any of that. And Lacey said so herself. Like, what do you mean, all sum it up? Or,
oh no, she said, long story short. And she goes, no, because you haven't been accountable to anything.
Right. And it did feel like, it felt like Lacey caught her in like a handful of lies. That
the text message was the big smoking gun.
The text message, and then whatever else is like on camera that Zach has seen. Because
it was the text message he saw.
I thought he saw both. I thought that Zach saw that, and then also Jasmine saw the text, but I thought that he had also seen like whatever.
Oh,
like,
maybe I thought they had
the-
all only read the text.
I could be.
Either way, that's a big lie to catch her in, like
Yeah.
the text message thing.
And like she's yelling in the street, and the kid's crying, and the neighbor threatens to call the cops. Like, Michelle seems erratic. She's in the middle of the street doing this, and in front of the kid too, which is like, that's a hot button issue. Like, even if it's not like, I can't tell how serious Jesse is. I really can't. Like when, like the tears are a new thing for him. Like, I don't know how you're late to the game on that, Jesse. Did you just figure out that if you cry?
Jesse's a big crier.
Well, I feel like,
But not when it matters, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know when it has mattered. Like, I don't know. I can't tell if any of his tears thus far have been like authentic.
I don't
like,
think they're
emotion.
real.
I don't think
Because he
they're
started
real.
crying in the after show the other night, just about how much he loves Lacey. And I was like, what is happening? And so I feel like he's like on this role of crying right now, which is
Wasn't he on it
interesting.
with Georgia from Next Gen?
No, this was the after show.
The Valley after show.
Yeah.
Not Watch
Oh,
What
no,
Happens
he
Live. He was
was,
on
and
Watch What
that's- and
Happens
that's-
Live.
and
With
that's when
okay, sorry,
Georgia
continue.
said, no,
yeah.
but what did Georgia say? She didn't know who.
She didn't know who they were.
She didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
She didn't know who Dr. Dre was.
Georgia.
I'm sorry. I love Georgia.
She's my favorite.
so messy.
She's
I
my
love her.
above and
Georgia,
beyond
you
my
know when
favorite.
Harry Met Sally? How do you not know who Dr. Dre? What about Dre, man?
I thought that was funny.
No, I
That's
thought it was-
amazing.
she had things written on her
About
hand
them.
about them. And someone was like, "What's on your hand?" And she's like, "Nothing."
Notes.
And then she's like,
That's literally me. Those are my Showmance notes.
So one of my best friends, she was from Stuyvesant Town in New York, and that is you remember Liz?
"Yeah,
Yeah, remember when Georgia's she lost her cell phone? It was
Yeah.
behind
And
her
was
bed the
using her
whole time, and
laptop?
she was using her laptop to text people.
Yeah.
That is 1000% something she would have done.
Yeah.
It is the most New York City, just make it happen, quirky kid
Yeah.
thing. But like Liz also was a speed reader and read War and Peace in like 24 hours.
yeah."
Crazy.
And Georgia is really smart.
Yeah.
Like it's just a cool. It's a city kid
Yeah.
thing.
She's so random. I
No,
love
I
her.
know.
And that was a random pairing, I feel like.
Yeah, no, totally.
But I
was.
loved it. But I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I loved
continue.
it. No, what was I even talking about?
You're saying something about the after show. He
Just
was
that they caught her in
crying.
lies.
Oh, okay. So it felt like by the end of this exchange, it really felt like Michelle was caught in a few lies. She wasn't, it was taking everybody around her to go, I saw those texts. Even Jasmine was like, girl, I just want you to know everyone here has seen those texts. Like, I don't think Jasmine was trying to be heard. I think she was trying to say it.
Like objectively, like
Yeah, just being
we,
like, girl,
we caught
just
you.
need you to
Yeah.
know that everybody
Yeah,
is seeing
yeah.
this sex,
Like-
you know? Yeah, exactly. That's how I thought she was trying to do it. And like, so Jasmine was saying that in the nice way, and then people across the thing were saying it in just like Zach was just saying it in a way of like, I actually saw this, whatever. She had like blinders on. She didn't, none of that meant anything to her, which is erratic,
It's manic.
That's manic. That's
Yeah.
not like,
She's not thinking rationally.
Hey, are you here?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you still everyone, like I would have been mortified in that moment if I decided to lie and then now everyone's telling me this thing. I would have been like, and she was just like, I don't know. It was so weird.
She couldn't let it go even when she was caught. That was the
Yes.
weird thing to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was like she was detached from reality. And it was just, I was just watching her. I was mystified by her here. So like, that's why it was like, yes, it was a ship going nowhere and that like it gave no resolve, but like this was a fascinating scene to me to watch because I'm so interested in what the hell is going on here.
But what I wish for, like, why I keep saying Michelle's just not a good, there are people that
Yeah.
just can't take up for themselves well.
Oh, yeah.
And Michelle is so that person.
Yeah.
And I wish she was better at it because then we could have gotten down to what actually was going on.
Yeah.
So she would have said, listen, you said X, Y, and Z to me. I sent you back a snarky text.
Yeah.
And just like you stand by your cease and desist, I stand by
By
what
my
I
text,
texted you
yeah.
because I think you are fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Now we got something going. I guess I'm just so fed up with the murkiness
Yeah.
of a lot of these shows where we just seem to be going in circles about like what was the room thing in the city? What like life isn't that murky. Like
I know.
that we do have some real this should be a place where we could go to be like, no, I scratched the itch. This
For
person
answers.
wronged the other person and let's move it forward. And I get that it is so much about the debate and whatever, but like we seem to have lost the plot a little bit with how much gray area there is now in these shows.
Oh, yeah. I had said this last week. Like, not to get too like if you've been fighting with people, whether it's in the comments or with your husband or with your friends or whatever about like I hate Janet or I hate Danny or whatever, even just in watching Kristen just like forget what she said or maybe said something, but then she got cut off. The edit just took off. Don't you think that was edited so weird? The scene where they're doing Britney's photo shoot.
Booby shot. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay. Because we didn't do that show together.
No.
But did you feel that scene was just like chop, chop? What are these reactions? What are these
to make Kristen look like she might have lied?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Like it was just.
There's been a lot of weird editing on this show, quite frankly. Like
yeah,
even
but that one was really next level. Like none of it matched to me.
None of it. But do you remember when they were doing the coming attractions for the 3-part reunion, like at the very beginning, and they have Lacey saying something like, "You did X, Y, and Z. I have all of it on tape in my office." Those two things were not together. When you saw how it actually played, because I was like, I rewound it a few times. I'm like, wait, this doesn't make sense. What is she talking about?
Yeah.
And the first part of that was something that wasn't even related to the office conversation. And so when they pinned it together, it was gobbledygook, but they're trying to create a narrative that throws us off into thinking something else. And it's like, no, there's enough drama as is.
Yeah.
Let it play out. Let these two women get down to brass tacks and fight it out and get to a better place. But they're doing it across the board with the show.
Yeah.
I do think it was murky editing.
Yeah.
Because when they were at the party, the Halloween party, they both, like Kristen and Brittany both looked so like, what do you mean? Mm-hmm. You said this. So there must have been something that they left out. That maybe she clarified what she meant, but we're not being shown that.
Right.
Because they both had such a genuine look of like, what the like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
You said that.
And
No, you said that.
Kristen and Zach were like, nope, Like, and Kristen was like smiling. And I was like, what are you smiling about? This is all so weird. But like, so what I'm saying is like, I think that they have figured out that like this produces so much engagement because we all think and I stand by this, but like I think I have Janet figured out to her bones. Like I think I know everything about this bitch. Like I think I see her that way. Mike and Travis both think that same thing of Nia. They think that they're like, I know exactly who this person is.
They don't like Nia.
Yeah, and they're like, don't you know a person like that? I'm like, well, a person like what though? Like a person who's like,
I know.
Like has a husband who she's like embarrassed by.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people.
Like,
I was gonna be like, maybe this is where the blind spot's coming from. I just connected the dots.
So Mike tried to tell me like, I can't think of anyone, and I'm like, so I'm not going to include this. And I was like, and he was like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, and we're back. I had to like cut it all out and just do like a fast forward thing. Yeah. Like that. It's very sitcom-y. It's very like, oh, dudes, man, am I right? Dudes.
Laugh track.
That's like, when Nat and I always used to, I mentioned us writing in part 1. If you haven't seen it, go back. When Nat and I used to write together, like I would make one of those jokes, like, you know, the old timey kind of like everybody loves Raymond type thing, which I love. And Natalie's like, no, I refuse to do that. Like, I'm not living in that world. I'm like, but it's so funny because it's so true.
No, the stupid, the dumb dick misogynistic husband and the bitch ass wife. Like it's
that's always right.
Like,
she's always right.
No, it's totally true. And now the older I get, now I do like those shows more because like sometimes you just want to dumb out, and like those are the shows. I'm watching Raymond. I'm watching what is Stephanie love? Stephanie always goes, "Do you watch King of Queens?" I'm like, no, I do not. Anyway, I do understand like moms and people that are really busy, like they just need to dumb out for a minute.
See, I'm still trying to figure Nia out.
What?
I don't know if I have a personal bias because you love Nia and I love you, so I love Nia. But I really my problem with Nia is her affinity for Danny.
Oh yeah,
and her willingness to put up with that.
Totally.
That's really my only issue with Nia. I don't have any other qualms with her other than
who she chose to marry.
Yeah, and reproduce with.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm with you 1,000% on that. it's that
That's my honest, like, just
Yeah.
right off the bat thoughts about Mia.
she's just like,
But I'm
perfectly
so
lovely,
confused.
you
Like,
know?
I haven't met Travis yet. So when we go to Cinespia, I will be asking him.
Oh my
what's your
God,
beef with-"
maybe don't.
Oh. Travis, comment below.
I'm just saying they're very dug in about.
But
about
what's their?
Mia.
Can you reiterate? Because I'm drawing a blank.
Why?
Why do they not like
They
Mia?
think that she's so fake, like so fake. And I'm like, I guess like maybe
As opposed to Janet.
well, they're like
They're not comparing her to anyone. I think they just probably just don't like her. Is that what I'm
yeah,
guessing?
and like they'll like Travis will say like he doesn't like Janet, but like. Like the loathing doesn't come out of him like it does. Like he loathes
Yeah,
Mia.
Travis is
She's
also
like,
Team Amanda, so I think we're good there.
yeah.
And also, honestly, no, I'm not kidding, Harris. I'm not joking.
When he said, I will
All right,
never
have fun at
forget this.
Cinespia.
when he goes, I really liked Amanda and Kyle. I really liked them together, and I was like. We were talking about something else, and it was like a record. I was like, "Rrr." I'm like, wait, did you just say you really enjoyed Kyle and Amanda? And he's like, yeah, I thought they were funny when they were
Yeah, that
having
was
a good
crazy
time.
behavior.
And I was like,
That was crazy work.
I was like laughing. I'm like, this is wild. I don't think I've literally ever in 10 years heard one single person go, a couple I really think you're a great couple.
Batuglia and Cookie.
Kyle,
You know how sometimes you go to the dealership and there's that one car in that really wacky color, and you're like, who is gonna buy that?
yeah.
Travis, I got a car for you. It's like
I don't think Nia is fake.
No, I don't
think you
either.
said it before. Her and Danny try to not put on, but they try to make themselves perceived in a certain way,
Yeah, they don't
But-
want to air their dirty laundry. Like,
which I don't think is fake.
I don't either. Speaking of not fake, may I offer you an authentic bottle of meteor wine? Do you want some?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything else to say about this segment?
What segment even was
Segment.
When we were talking about Lacey and Michelle and
Oh,
those
Oh, I'm
guys.
over it. I'm over it.
I'm
I'm over
just
it.
thinking what else. Very fiery says, "Yay, the end is near."
Listen, very
Literally,
fiery.
you're reading all of my comments for later, which is great.
Oh.
No, I love it. I love it. It means it's like I always like when that happens with me and Mike.
Johnny Smile says Michelle, Jesse, and Lacey might be the only actually storyline on this show. Johnny also says Jesse's trying to get Lacey pregnant to lock her down.
I mean, it's not a wrong take because the other
No, it's not.
the other storylines are all what happened last year
yeah,
being piled on.
yeah,
So it's not incorrect.
no, no.
After this, there's just this quick, silly moment of Andy saying to Jasmine, "You seem to come for people a bit more, or really land your point really well in the confessionals, but you're not saying this to people's faces." And she said, "That's because I get shut down by this group, and my confessionals are a good place to air this all out." I also do feel that sometimes Jasmine gets overwhelmed by the moment.
Yeah.
And so she's able to collect her thoughts
Yeah.
and be really good and pointed in her confessionals. But in the moment, she maybe had misheard something, but the cat's out of the bag or the horse is
Yeah.
out of the stable, whatever. And so she's already running with her passionate fervor of an argument.
Yeah.
And I also think there's a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you think that like that scene where she goes and she ends up getting in a big fight
With Natalie?
What did you think about that scene?
from last episode.
Yeah.
It was unnecessary.
No, it was. But I said,
I wasn't mad at it.
I wasn't either.
I wasn't mad at it.
Oh my God, I'm so glad that you said that. Because I'm
wasn't
like, am
mad
I
at it.
high? Like, because I feel like we have
'Cause I'm-
watched Jasmine do crazy shit all the time. And this time it actually made sense.
It did. And like the other moments where like Jasmine has been like Karen energy.
Yes.
Like I feel like when Jasmine does
I
let it out,
love when-
Yes.
she lets it out.
Yeah.
But she makes her points.
Yeah.
But I think she like
But
she
those
realized
are few and far between when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
For me.
this one specifically, like I don't know. I also don't really like I love Natalie's. This particular Natalie, I think they're trying to force on us.
That's okay. Thank
and
you.
I don't. She doesn't do it for me. Like I don't want her on the show. Like she doesn't do anything for me.
No,
And I think it was coming from a place of like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like,
Agreed.
who the hell are you? Like, I've been with this group way longer than you have. I worked at Sir. Like, these are my people. Like,
I'm
who
a
are
former
you?
DCC.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I feel
yeah.
like while Jasmine's delivery isn't always the best, it's not my favorite. That specific fight with Natalie, I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, A got to B, B got to C, C got to. I can track this.
I could track
Because
it.
normally Jasmine's like, I never said. Do you know what he just said to me? And they're like, I didn't say that.
Like
I never
in
said
Mexico,
that.
That's
like
right.
in Mexico with Zach.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Jasmine, like.
What are you doing?
Huh.
What's happening?
But this one, I was like, yeah.
She came over here to
So you
download
call-
her. She's working.
Call her the
she
B
came
word.
Over, she just had a thing with with Jesse. Coming over to tell Michelle. Just had this thing with Jesse. Travis was like, he interrupted her. Jasmine interrupted them. If you interrupt me, I have the right to say something. I'm like, anyone has a right to say anything to anyone like that. That's fine. But like, I think that Jasmine was like, wait, what? I'm doing my thing. We only have 15 minutes left, you guys, and then we're all out of here. Like, season wrap. Come on. I just need to get done with this. Like, that's what it felt to me like. And then this girl was taking like but I'm here and I can say something right now. And I'm trying to, like, I feel like she's trying to probably get on, which good for you. I get it. Anybody that's hanging out with this posse should try to get on this show and get some money at least to hang out
Or
with
get
these
on the
guys.
show that's going to get renewed.
Yeah.
But this is the thing with Jasmine, and we say this all the time. We love when she has the moments where she lands it, because when she does, it's so gratifying.
Yeah.
When
She lands that plane.
Yes. When she looked at Janet, she's like, you give Karen energy. You're a bad vibe.
Yes.
Like, yes. And do it again for the cheap seats, okay? Play it again, Sam.
Yeah.
She just gets overwhelmed with like the emotional whatever. So yes, it was great to see that. I just was, I didn't care that much about
totally
the contents of it.
No. I didn't care about the contents. I said to Travis, I'm like, I said, as I was explaining it to him, I'm like, in this moment, I realized I'm grading on a curve because I am so used to being like, what are you talking about? Jasmine, what is she talking about? Wait, did he say that thing? No, he didn't. Because I thought I watched it, but you didn't hear it either, right? Like that didn't really happen. And this time I was like, that's how this got here. You came over trying to tell her something. This bitch kept popping in. Okay, fine. At first she tried to be like, okay, spicy mayo. I'm just something just happened to my friend, so I'm validating his feelings, because she was like, who cares? Who cares? And she's like, well, I do. That's my friend. Like everything made sense, and the girl just wouldn't stop. Again, full rights. No one has to stop. Please don't stop the music. Everyone
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. All good and great, but like. No, Jasmine also had every right to say everything that she did. If that bitch had every right to say what she did, this is a show, this is a party, man. Let's do it.
And I'm not going to say that one has more of one, but if one were to have more of one, Jasmine would, because she's been here longer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Natalie. I just,
Totally.
No,
I just don't like, she rubs me the wrong way.
rubs.
I get weird vibes from Natalie.
She rubs me not at all. I forgot that she even existed until she came back.
She rubs me not at all.
I forgot about her, but then I was like, oh, that's the girl that they try to set Schwartz up with at that, what's that bar called?
The Belmont.
The Belmont, yes.
Have you ever been there?
I don't think so.
Oh, it used to be so fun.
If I have, then I don't think I'll remember.
Do you know who Dr. Dre is?
The Belmont is always fun. It's very easy to go to.
It's
the
on La
food
Cienega,
is
right?
Not good. But the drinks are strong, and the patio always has seats. And I don't understand. It has just enough people to be like, this is like popping off right now.
Yeah.
But I can grab this table.
Yeah.
As
And you're not like,
as a 29-year-old, I love to grab a seat.
And by the way, 100 years ago when it opened, I remember the food wasn't terrible.
okay.
Yeah, it's not the worst. I'm just and now I think
I
it's
haven't eaten there in
yeah.
800. Truly, like when I tell you, I was probably 20. I want to say 20 years ago. God,
Yeah.
that place has been here for a long time.
Yeah, Mike and I went to brunch there like a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, I have not. Okay, so now we get into the Janet Kristen of it all. Kristen apparently made a comment at some event thing that she thought that Jason and Janet would be the next Bravo couple
To get divorced. Yeah.
And then she said, obviously, I don't mean that. I was just mad at you guys.
I think she meant it.
Oh, I don't. I think she was just trying to like serve him up a dig.
Yeah, I don't.
They don't seem like their relationship's on any shaky ground.
Yeah.
But you think that she meant it in a way that like she's seeing something that we're not? Like she can see that they're on
I think more so
Rocky.
just about Janet.
Oh, yeah.
And I could see Kristen being like, Jason's not going to put up with that anymore.
I can see her thinking that Janet, if they don't get back on the show, that Janet
It'll cause problems.
it's going to cause problems at home. Like she's going to be insatiable. She's going to be
100%.
super miserable.
She's
probably going to be like, you had to break your leg, and so you couldn't even go anywhere with me.
Yeah, we missed all our call times.
Yeah. I feel like she will turn it on that.
That's where I'm thinking that Kristen, like, it's a joke, but all jokes have some sense of truth to them.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So
then Andy, I think, asks Zach, what's it going to take for you to make some headway here with Janet? And he says, I'm looking for consistent behavioral changes instead of these big sweeping gestures that feel performative and manipulative. And I remember clocking that earlier in the season. I was like, she's making him uncomfortable. When they were on the train to San Diego and she says, oh, I'll give you my eggs.
yeah, we're best friends. We're best friends.
Yep. And then when
slow your roll, mama.
100%. Then when they were in Mexico and she was talking about being bisexual and that whole conversation, you could see he was visibly uncomfortable.
She's trying to force something that is so not there.
That's right. Or
so try hard.
Or something that maybe at some point, if you organically just nurtured this thing, let it grow and let the person come to you and they felt comfortable, maybe something could grow.
Yeah.
But you have got to get your way.
And here's the thing. He's literally giving her the blueprint as to how she can do that.
Yeah.
And she's crumpling it up and lighting it on fire.
In one ear, out the other.
Yeah.
She only goes after him this hard because she knows that he's like kind of the glue to everyone. Like he could, if
the girls
anybody
and
could,
the guys too.
Yeah. If anybody
A little
could
bit of a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
And
Gay.
Even if he was, even if he wasn't the glue and didn't have any way to get Nia and Kristen to follow him back to the group, would be even more pleased because it would piss them off.
Yes,
And
that
so
she's back in there.
She would go, "Oh, I have Zacky poo." Like she would use it to just torture them.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just such a cunt, man. You're really the worst.
They then ask Kristen that, from the Bravo sphere, someone had asked a question saying, you had all this abhorrent behavior when you were on Vanderpump Rules, but you got back into the good graces of everyone else. So why can't Janet do the same here? And Kristen says, because mine was not, people saw a real evolution. It was not fake change. And they all took me back in their own time. And that's what so much of
she was
this
off
cast,
the show for years.
Yes. And this is what so much of the cast is forgetting. Like, let them discover this relationship again with Janet.
You showed them that you changed.
Yes.
Didn't tell them.
That's right. But like to that end, stop forcing Janet down Kristen and Zach and all these people. Stop shoving her down their throats.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was on the Not Skinny, Not Fat podcast, and they were talking to Kristen. And what was funny is I watched like 80% of it before like I heard them go, "What, Zach?" Zach was there. He had accompanied her. How sweet is that?
That's so cute.
Yeah. The host was like asking, "Who's the Not Skinny, Not Fat host? Do you know who I'm talking about?"
I know who. I can see her face, but I don't know her
blonde
name.
chick, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She said, well, it seems like half of the cast is kind of like taking her back in. And Kristen goes, yeah, she's good at that. And I think the host said something like, how does that work or how does that happen? And she said what we said forever ago. She said, Janet does things for people. She gives you a ton of compliments. She does a lot of favors, anything. She's constantly doing things for you. Zach said something about like, oh, I think this was on the show, where Zach's like, she's like, I didn't go to your party, so I sent a gift. He's like, yeah. Like, that's weird. Like, I mean, it's not weird, but it is weird when it's weird.
Consider the you have to like contextualize
exactly. Like, because he doesn't with her. He doesn't with you, Janet. Like, it's not that hard. It's like, who would? I'm way more surprised when people do her than when they don't.
Like, people are liking her, by the way. Not the audience. I mean, like, Michelle started connecting with her. Lala seems super connected with her. Like, she is winning over the rest of the cast. Is she?
And she's good at that.
Putting it on.
She loves complimenting people to death or doing things for people, like favors. It's like kind of how she gains your trust, like not your trust, but like you get her to really liking you because you get to really liking her because she's constantly feeding your ego.
Yeah. I mean, if she was
Like-
calling me her dream woman every
Right.
day, I'd probably
like, "Wait,
hang.
what?"
I'd probably fucking come for a hang.
Call me later.
Yeah.
Let me know again.
Meet you at Chili's.
Yeah, I don't. It's not even for the sake of the group, because I think that's what frustrates me too. Is everyone's just like, oh, even Zach, even Brittany, like, Kristen, can you just try with her so the group isn't so divided all the time? And I'm like, number one, I don't have all this power to like divide our group.
Yeah.
I am in a place now where I can be around her. I don't want
There's no going back for you for some reason.
Not right now. I mean, I never say never, but
yeah. But what
I just don't
is
feel like
it?
is going to add any value to my life right now. And
Yeah.
my circle got so much smaller after I had Kaya.
Yeah.
I'm very choosy about who I bring into my life and bring around.
But what was the straw? Was it the Danny stuff, or was there stuff building up before?
There was a lot building up. It was the year she spoke badly about Zach. I mean, there were even things on the show that were about me, and like saying with my ex, I remember, I forget, it was like season 1 or 2. And with my ex before Luke, we were very close at that time. We were, dare I say, like almost best friends at that time. And then to hear her go on our show and say that it was my fault and like not his fault. And she knew what a disgusting relationship and breakup that was, and tried to convince me to break up with him for months. But I'm like, now you're going on our show and spreading bullshit lies. I don't have the time for it. And
do you think she's not a good person?
I
Something
think
in your
yeah.
Yeah, basically just like what we already said, like that Janet gets her way in because she's a massive ego boost.
Remember we were saying,
yes,
she's the chick who will be your new friend. And we've had a friend like this that like you have known this person for maybe 48 hours. They're like, you're moving? I'll help you. And they show up and they've got the little fanny pack of a measuring tape and a label maker and scissors and
Tape
a box
gun.
cutter and all of it. And she's ready. And you're like, who is this angel? And then little by little, you realize, oh, she wants my soul.
Yeah.
That's the trade-off for helping me move. Yeah. If I knew that, I would have just hired movers.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to pay this bill in blood.
Yeah.
And they talk about that. And, when they ask Kristen, like, why do you hate her so much? She goes, I don't hate her. I just have this disdain for her.
That's such a great word.
Yeah. And it's not one thing. And I was a little annoyed with Andy because he was saying to Zach, because they get into the conversation of how, Kristen saying it's not just one thing. It's a combination of so many different like microaggressions and big things that you've done to us. And how you've treated Zach. And she goes, name one thing. What have I done to Zach? What have I done to Zach? And she's so just
dog with a bone.
Yeah, in this sharp, annoying way. And Zach is trying to explain, you just can't let anything go. And she goes, well, neither can you. And quite frankly, that has not been, as a viewer, my experience with Zach.
No.
I find Zach to be someone who can live and let live and let shit go.
Yeah.
And
Also,
Andy's,
just because he's busy, he's got to get to the next thing.
Yes. Yeah. And Andy's like, I think you guys are the same person. And Lala's like, they are. And I'm like, no, they're not. As a viewer, I have never once looked at these two and thought they are mirror images of each other personality-wise.
No. I have thought that Lala and Zach had a lot of similarities.
I agree with that.
And like that maybe is why they kind of bumped heads in the beginning, because they were just sort of like,
because they're everybody.
No, that's my game. That's how I do it.
They're the bridge.
Yeah.
They're like Lala in her sober journey has tried to make up for a lot of her like crazy behavior from DPR days. She's always there for you when you need it. I feel like Zach's he's driving you to your vasectomy. He's driving you to wash your hair for you, Brittany. Like him and Lala are there for you when it really matters.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I agree with that statement.
Good.
I used to say not so nice things about Zach, and I just want to say, Zach, I actually love you.
Yeah.
I think I had my own gay guy trauma that I was projecting onto you, but I feel like Zach this season has made me flip.
Yes.
Like also, I think Zach has had a lot of growth.
I agree.
Yeah.
From season 1 to now, like I love that he still loves to party, but he's not getting like belligerent like he used to.
Yeah.
Which I think, I love Zach.
Yeah.
I also think when he first came on the scene, we saw him a little bit as like a lackey to
like a side
everyone.
character.
Yeah. And just so desperate to like get in the mix. And it wasn't desperado how I read Janet's
Correct,
desperado.
correct.
It was just more of,
Like a hopeless longing.
yeah. And it was authentic to
Yes,
who he was.
yes.
And I think he is so come into himself.
Yes.
I think he's figured out his hair. I think
Thank
he
God.
is on a GLP-1 and not that he needed
Yes.
it, but like I think it's given him this extra boost of confidence.
Yes.
And I think he's grown in many a way and I am a fan
I
of
could
Zach.
see myself being friends with Zach.
Oh my God, I would love to be friends with Zach's the friend that everyone
I would
deserves.
want, correct.
If you're a good person.
If you're a good person.
Yeah.
You know, I used to go into his lives and go, and he would be talking, and then I would write, but are you party of Schwartz? He never answered me.
I'll take that omission as a yes, as an admission.
Wouldn't it be so great if one of the show hosts was in there and they're like, "Oh my
would
God, I am."
I know. Maybe now.
I'm sure there
that
are.
We have more people around.
That's
This
right.
was like a year ago.
Did you see he was on
But
Two
are you party of
T's?
Schwartz?
He was on
Oh,
Two T's with
yes.
Tamara and Teddy. Ugh.
I know, but
But he was being messy.
But I haven't watched it. I've only seen clips. I like the one where they had like the two decisions.
and then they had to like switch.
and I love that
It's
it was
cute.
like
So messy.
It was like, what was it, Janet or
I think it was. Well, there was one that was Sheena.
he liked Sheena.
He liked Sheena, yeah.
Sheena gets hosed all the time though. Like when people are like,
I think it was Janet or Jax. And he just
Yeah.
sat down.
Yeah,
was
he
like,
sat
I'm not
down. He's not
answering.
choosing,
I'm
yeah.
not choosing.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last moment that happens here, and I get it, Andy, you've been watching Showmance and you're trying to leave people with a cliffhanger, but this was not a good one. It was the Zach and Brittany relationship. And they say that, they are siblings. It will always be that way. I think Brittany's not understanding that Zach has come into his own so
Yeah.
much, especially since starting the show, and he's
Yeah.
not biting his tongue anymore.
Yeah.
She's used to the more side character Zach.
That's right. Like
Yeah.
go along to get along.
Yeah.
I'm your
Yeah.
homegirl from your
Kentucky,
ride or
yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Kristen saying the whole guilt trip thing. We touch back on that in the mommy makeover scene. She says she did say it. She doesn't know what happened, if she was seeing red or whatever it was. And then that's when Brittany was like, I'm really hurt about this because Zach said you didn't believe me, you believed Kristen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Andy said, and this seems like a good time to break for lunch.
I know, Andy.
Which it wasn't, because we're never going to get back on track.
Stop edging us, Andrew.
I love Andy. I feel like though in the last few reunions,
He's got
he has not
messy.
hit it home for me.
I wonder if like when he was like made Zach hug Janet, and then when he
It's like a
was saying,
humiliation ritual.
you guys are the same person or whatever, I was like, is Janet in your parking lot washing your car right now?
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
just made me think like,
Yeah.
has she sent the kids some books or something, or like,
Yeah.
like I think because it looks like Andy's drinking the Kool-Aid.
No, but don't you think that this is them trying to polish her up for next season?
Maybe a little bit.
It-
And like also humiliate her a little bit.
Dude, to me, it's actually seeming like they're trying to give her flowers so that she can make a graceful exit.
Here's hoping.
Oh, interesting.
I would
That's
love nothing more.
What I'm thinking.
So she
Because
goes
I
out
also,
quietly.
do you remember when Nia, I think that you mentioned it earlier, Nia said like something, she was talking to Dan, she goes, no, that's what reunions are for. If the approach is right and it goes well, then like, yes, there is a place to go. I wonder, because they did not need to
Include
caption that. We didn't like that. That means nothing to us right now. I will be curious to see if Janet doesn't try to approach them in any kind of apologetic way or whatever, that might be the hint that like we're letting America know that Janet is not willing. She is the only non-willing participant now. Because I'm kind of floored by Nia saying this, because I really believe that like Nia was like, no, we are so done with her. There is no turning back. Like she is irredeemable. She's only a liability. We cannot afford this person. Like, which I support 1,000%.
I would have too.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if they're just looking for a way to say this is why, because she will not make up with them, and they are willing. 'Cause
Janet's
why else
affecting
would they
all
show
of their
us that?
livelihood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
She's making it horrible for everyone. This is the most divisive show on Bravo right now. I keep trying to say this, and then I keep not, like, we just veer off into something else. But just be careful who you are fighting. Like, if you're fighting with your friends, if you're fighting with your family, your husband, your people that you're doing a podcast with, if you find there's like contentious, like because of just like what's happening here, it seems like Bravo
almost the
is
point.
going out of its way to, like I said, we said earlier about the editing, show us one thing for 9 episodes, and then suddenly in episode 10, like, did not see that like because they're showing you whatever they want to. There is a narrative to these shows, which it's all about storytelling. There has to be one. I'm not even knocking it for that, but like, just remember that this is for entertainment, your entertainment viewing pleasure, and like, if they want to show you last minute that Danny is really the guy that like you all knew that he was, or that we like there's a victory, and then there's the losers and the winners in it, and like then the comments are flooded, and there's the engagement is wild, and people have to tune in because they're waiting to see if I'm going to be right or if you're going to be right. Like they're leaning into it. This was supposed to bring us all together. This is supposed to be the escape from the CNNs and the debates and whatever. And now they're treating us.
And now I need to escape from this.
Yeah. Now I need an escape from Bravo.
Yeah.
And that's why we're watching Stassi on Disney/Hulu. It's a whole new ball game over there.
It is.
I don't know what I did to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio. If you know, you know.
Wait, what did you say about Sheena? Something about like, I live my life by like, is it like character and something else? And she's like, and lucky for Sheena, she's not burdened by these.
Yeah,
so she's not tethered by these burdens.
Yeah,
so good.
So good. Listen, there were so many good comments, but to me, this one really.
I'm gonna be going for hours, just so you know. Not hours, but you know.
Bragger.
I'm just saying, like, I'm getting into it tonight because I have not done comments really all season because truth, I was on strike.
Now you're back though.
Yeah, because truth's back.
I just thought this one was so great. Lisa Smith said, throwing water at someone is assault in the state of California. If only Danny would press charges against Janet so he could hold it over her head, harping on her dangerous and violent nature forever.
I mean, the irony is just too good.
The fact that it's assault, the word assault.
That she used.
That's the point.
And battery.
Oh my God, Janet, don't you see?
But this is why those in glass houses
should not be throwing stones
in the shiniest, clearest glass house on
with
the fucking
poop
block.
stains on your restoration hardware
And we
couch.
can see it through your glass house.
Gross. But we didn't even talk about the other gift from the baby Jesus when Jason. See, I did the reunion with the wrong crew last week.
No,
guys.
the finale
I'm
with the
sorry.
wrong crew.
I'm sorry, the finale.
The reunion, you're doing with the right people.
It needed
Really.
some divine feminine energy, of which
We all have.
Yeah, it was a total shit show. What we didn't talk about is Jason mistaking that other woman.
Oh my God, there were so many comments about that.
Wait, no, we touched on it in the beginning.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. I said Jason couldn't have served that up better with what he did.
Oh, I don't even remember. What was I doing?
Oh, who can say?
Yeah, I was just because I remember you talking about it was a gift from the baby Jesus, what Janet did, but like to have both of those things happen
it was
in the last 15 minutes of the
That's
season.
what you were referring to.
The last
both of those
15,
things.
It was like 14:47 was like left because like that's how interested I was in this. I'm like, so close, you stupid idiot.
Yeah, it was like the Super Bowl. It's like you almost talk about, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory, you idiots. But they live in the biggest glass house. Like, it's so crazy. They're so judgmental. They give leeway to no one for anything. You are expected to be perfect. And these two messed up so badly.
Big time.
Because it's
big mistake.
big, huge. Because it's amplified by the fact that you rode me for 2 years for what you deemed as what I did as assault.
And then
you
did
just
it.
assaulted me.
Yeah.
You rode me for mistakenly grabbing someone else, and your husband just did the same thing.
Yeah.
And like, I get it. Danny, and by the way, on no level, please see the beginning of episode 1 of the coverage of this. I said both things can be true. Danny has disordered drinking. He speaks to his wife horribly. He needs to look at all that stuff. But Danny has just been throwing back to them because they've been throwing stones at him.
Yes.
If they never started any of this, no one would have cared. Jason would have done that and it wouldn't have even made the edit.
No.
Because
But
nobody
did
would have
you-
cared.
But did you love Zach's face when Zach looked straight to camera? Like, did you get that?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
like the
I love a
eyeballs, like
breaking
you
the
just
fourth
saw,
wall
like his
moment.
eyeballs going bzing into the lens. Like, cause Zach's not a look at the camera guy.
No.
Like, Danny's done that a few times.
Yeah.
And he's so wasted. It's just like, hey, he like starts talking to the camera.
Did you get that
guy.
joke? You want me to do another let's go? Did you get it? Yeah. It was a little pitchy. You want me to do it again? But this is the thing. Like, you can't write this shit. They genuinely
Shit the couch.
Shit the couch.
They genuinely sharted the couch.
Shart.
I also love that Katura67 said Janet's pompous attitude isn't doing her any favors. Simple.
Pompous or pernicious, perhaps.
How about both?
If you know, you know.
You do. This is a long one, but it's a good one. Richard Jordan said, can you imagine if anyone had thrown alcohol in a cup at Janet? She would have called the cops, the ambulance, the fire brigade, the Red Cross.
Jason would have sued them right then and there.
100%. Some random lifeguards and the staff from Dave & Buster's for added measure.
Dude.
What
That
was
was
with
good.
that?
That was good.
No Danny fan here, but we're ganging up on him there. He was drunk, but so was everyone else. People were wasted. Well, they would have been at Brittany's. Then Brittany had the audacity thinking Zach, and why do I keep calling him Jack? Zach and just Jack. Zach and Kristen have her back after that rumor. I'm sure it was a rumor. She started S1 about saying stuff about Janet's unborn baby. Brittany is dumber than I originally thought. Nah, girl, you did them dirty over and over, and now they're matching your energy. Richard, where did you come from? Please stay and keep commenting.
Yeah, look at now she really deserves her own Gmail.
Yeah. Get it, Richard's wife.
Joe Schmo said, I've never seen a voice actor so worried about his figure before. That's true. I think
That's so funny.
He's still waiting for some on-camera scenes, and he's he is on the Valley.
I wonder if he's literally taking every episode as his audition tape.
Totally.
Because he's like, no, I will get.
He's like,
people
that
are
was
like,
bad
oh,
inflection. That was, yeah.
Yeah, or just like, oh, that's kind of a bummer that you're. Oh, so now you're on reality TV. You're probably not going to get acting jobs anymore because now everyone like they're not going to be able to separate the two. And he's like, no, I'm parlaying this into.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be a new character every episode to
Yeah.
really showcase my abilities.
Yeah.
That's right.
Can't believe we ended on Bucula.
Don't know if it's working. The New Dreaming said, I would like to point out that both Janet and Jason technically assaulted people this episode. They both have drinking problems and make everyone uncomfortable. I hope everyone talks about it with demented abandon for the next 3 years.
Dude.
But
I
that's,
mean,
I had
because
that, and then somebody else just quoted "demented, abandoned," and just put a bunch of
so
like,
good.
It's so good.
because this is the thing. Like, yes, I get it. Danny's an unsavory character, but they have not let it go for 3 years. I hope this mistake follows you for the next 3 years, and then we're even, and now you know how it feels, and hopefully you never do it again.
Yeah.
I mean, karma is one BI, you know what?
When my sister was little, she started biting people, and my mom was like, you cannot do that. And she did not give a good goddamn. She would still bite people. And so then one day she bit my mom, and my mom bit her back. And you know what happened?
Never
Betsy
bit
never
anyone.
bit another person again.
Yeah.
That ended that. So maybe this will end that with these
Yeah.
rules. My mom's a very good mother. She didn't beat us or anything.
It just bit us.
Get bit.
No, she just bit my sister. And quite frankly, I'm sure my sister deserved it. All That Glitters said that bit when Jason f***ed up was everything.
What?
I mean, the joy felt round world.
I know.
Auntie M said Jason snuggled her neck.
Yeah.
I would like a slow-mo zoom in on that, please. Thank you
Yeah.
and good day. Nishless Boomer said, if we're at the point of considering Jax's return, then seriously, it's time to end the show.
I know.
That's the point of no return.
Y'all were so funny in the commies this week.
Yeah.
Beth Baker said, Danny's piggish and just icky. Secondhand embarrassment in human form. Janet's reality toxicity in its finest. And that's the one that I was talking about at the beginning of episode 1. See how beautifully Beth Baker did that? Both of those things can exist.
Yeah.
And they unfortunately they do.
We have enough hate and rage to go around the world.
Right.
Like,
We're
Yeah.
out to fight each other. Just,
yeah,
Yeah.
my hate is not
We
exclusive
come to this
one
place
idiot.
for magic.
That's right.
Because heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
Yeah.
And said, unless Jenna comes back next season in a coma, I don't want to see her back.
Ruh-roh.
It's so funny. I don't
Ruh-roh.
want to see her back
That
here.
one, I thought that Courtney would be like, oh.
No,
I was like,
that's hilarious.
I think so too, but you're normally that go, God, come on, guys.
Well, she's just kidding. She's not wishing her in a coma.
Listen, I don't wish her to be in a coma.
I just wish her not to be
I
back on the
wouldn't
show.
mind if she was in a courtroom.
I would just like her to be
For-
working at
for
Dave
the-
and Buster's
Yeah,
for her
yeah.
paycheck.
Yeah.
Just get her off my screen. That's all I
Yeah.
ask.
Also, get a job at a
Yeah. Or Chili's. You love Chili's.
Chili's. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see her slanging triple dippers.
Okay. Unless Janet comes back next season in a coma, I don't want to see her. Unless they just pan
harsh.
over to her silent bed, I don't have any interest in her coming back. If you have to keep her husband, Captain Blando, he's way more interesting than his wife.
That is a really.
This is what this show has done to Courtney. That is not a comment she would have ever read.
Do
Those are
not
my
comment
comments.
anything unless it is that energy. We don't want it.
We need that to keep us buoyant.
Yeah, that
How
is
did
the
it get
opposite
even
of Karen
hotter?
energy.
Oh my God, it's 8,000 degrees in here. We're going to be in a coma in a
How
minute.
did it get so
Yeah.
hot? I'm
don't know.
turning up this.
Yeah, it's okay. Guys, we have to turn on a fan. It's truly 8,000 degrees in here. We're about to start playing strict
Yeah.
podcasting.
It's almost as hot in here as it is in the valley.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guys feel that?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Now we're cooking.
I
No.
love an ice pop.
Just pass them down. You take one and I'll take whatever anyone else is want.
Let her rip.
I got one comment.
I love when Harris is on. That's what Travis does.
Harris B. Travis, I did in fact need to include the fact that I go to Chili's alone to convey my affinity for it. I will go to Craig's, Mastro's, and all of the amazing restaurants in the city, but I also love a solo trip to the Encino Chili's for some people watching and sizzling triple dipper action with a pink lemonade in a mug. I have range, Travis.
I think it's so funny that the guys read, Travis was right, Mike was right, and Harris just reads, Harris B, his own comment. That's it, and that's all. He only had one.
Guys, I never said I was perfect. Guys, I exhibit some narcissism. We're all here because
That's not narcissism. That's
gotta
adorableness.
speak my truth.
For peace,
for freedom.
She doesn't watch The Valley.
Ugh.
So. Okay, that's
Let her
it.
rip, Nat.
Let her
All right,
rip.
I'm going to try to go fast, but
And hopefully not ass.
She's not Janet. She wouldn't do that to us.
Never.
Trisha Miller says Janet needs to be fired for assault. She needs to slap the man who assaulted her and stop projecting it onto Danny. Her behavior needs mental health attention, seriously.
Ding,
and that
ding,
might sound
ding,
just
ding,
like a
ding.
jab, but like, no, she needs mental.
She really does.
Yeah. Who's the guy? Let's give him up. Why is this guy that had nothing to do with you? Why is he the receiver of all your shit? Let's get the guy from Ohio that did this to you.
Yeah.
Roz says, I really don't like this podcast. It just doesn't make sense. Your take on things is weird. I won't be watching again. And by the way, Lala is awful. So this makes me just think that she meant that the dudes are weird.
I was just going to say, I think you caught the wrong week, man. I hope you come
Yeah.
back.
Listen, she
Although
wanted to
sometimes
meet
people
you,
hate me, so.
but like the dudes have been really in, and I'm into Lala generally speaking, but like this season has not been.
I love Lar.
Or yeah, I normally do, but that's
It's
why
just not her
that's
best
why I've
season.
decided that it's them. Roz, you know, I had an Aunt Roz, and I always thought I have my mom's name's Gina Joe, and I had an Aunt Rosalind, and like if I ever had a kid, I didn't, but if I ever had one, those two were like fighting, like the names, because I just think Roz.
I was just going to say,
It's
I
such
think
a cool
Roz
name.
is such
Yeah,
a cool
it's such a
name.
cool
yeah,
If I ever had a daughter, it's gonna-
for a girl
Joe.
and a guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
But could you imagine our kids hang out, Roz and Joe?
Yeah.
Like two old broads, but like they're 4. So cool.
I love that. They're gonna be plopped in front of the TV watching Fried Green Tomatoes.
Or hopefully they're going to be watching The Valley once
So they can
Janet's gone.
cover for us when we want to go on vacation.
That's true. Yeah, that's what Mike always says.
Yeah.
We should have kids so we could have protection assistants. That's why you have them. Thomas Jefferson Concubine says Janet is awesome. I am a fan. And Mary said, "Have you met Johnny Smiles?"
See, Mary, you're the best.
Truly.
Like Mary and I just DM all day of it's basically just screaming into the abyss, but it's our DMs.
And she has the cutest little voice.
I know.
Cutest
All right,
voice.
that's it, and that's all. Love you. Bye.
So
Yeah,
soothing.
Yeah,
I know. I could
so
like
good.
Mary. Can you read me to sleep? Read a voice to a voice note, like a nighttime story,
No.
so I could play it.
Read me one of her monologues from all of her plays that she does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone told her how she like doesn't want to listen to her, and Mary's like, actually, people pay to listen to me.
Right.
As they should.
Yes.
And sometimes
And
people
I
pay to
would.
listen to us too.
And I can't wait to.
People have offered to pay. We don't let them.
Yeah. 'Cause we have integrity.
Lisa Smith says, drunk Danny eats like drunk Kyle. Brilliant.
Truth
For peace.
for freedom.
Safari Ari says, Nat, I was thinking the same thing about Danny. He had to be stoned. I was just waiting at every encounter for him to lose it, and then he would just find more food.
He was definitely like a little crossies.
Oh,
A
definitely.
Hondo P.
Yeah.
He took an Eddie.
He definitely took an Eddie. I don't blame him.
Not at all. Richard Jordan says, Kristen was going to say something else, which she explains in confessionals. It got edited out. Her mouth was moving, so no sound came out, and it went to another scene. I don't notice these edit things. I'm naive like that, but I caught that one. Might be the only one I've ever caught in all of my reality history, but I caught it. Watch it back.
It's a skill.
exactly
It's
what
a
we've
skill.
all been talking
You'll get
about.
better.
Yeah.
It still evades me sometimes.
No, I never get it. Not once.
But
Not ever. What
sometimes
part
I
were they talking
catch
about?
it. Yeah.
The thing where she's like, no, I don't. When Kristen said to the girls at the photo shoot, I don't ever give Zach a hard time, but Nia does. And then they were like, oh, Nia does? And she goes, and then it literally cut straight away from her.
So
she
they're
was
seeing
going,
what we're seeing too.
Yes, she was going to say something else.
Interesting.
You know something that I...
Oh no, you gotta lick your pop. Don't do it, dickhead.
Oh, God damn it.
Are these the jeans?
If you want me to take them home, I could get the stain out. I'm very good at that.
Okay, y'all gotta watch this. It says, hit the nail on the head with Luke. He is feeling himself, has a little fame, and wants to use his Bravo ass pass. He is acting like a coyote caught in a trap, but doesn't want to come off as a bad dude. He needs to kick rocks and let Kristen raise the baby alone. Mike clocked it as well. He won't fight custody when he goes back to his life.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, I really hope that's not true.
Yeah, I had so much hope for him.
Yeah, I'm kind of...
I was like really like, I want a Luke, and now I'm like,
You know what?
I'm like Jesse doesn't seem so bad.
Okay,
know.
you shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Oh, okay. Sorry, first fight.
Who would be so prime for like an Ariana Sierra treatment? I would love to see Kristen get that. So let's let this dude bury himself and really show his ass after she sticks. Like let's let her tell this guy to kick rocks and be our hero in the next season or two. You know, like let's just decide that that's her trajectory, because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to keep looking at watching this guy for however long he's still here. Because I would love that for her. Not all the shit that you got to go through, but you know, she'll be fine. She's strong. Penland says, I certainly don't wish for couples to break up, but Kristen's storyline for season 4 could be having her second baby the Lala way. Honestly, wouldn't blame her. Yep, me neither. Evelina says, is Lacey like the most stable person on reality TV? Yeah, on this show for sure. Richard Jordan says, can you imagine if anyone had wait, you got that one? Never mind. Richard Jordan's really on fire tonight.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Mrs. Richard Jordan. Mary says, don't forget Jason is Sheena Shea's cast off.
Which is crazy because
They hooked
Janet
up.
Yes.
and Janet became friends with Sheena.
Yes.
Oh,
My God, this is it's getting worse.
It's
Keep
so
going.
messy,
Keep going.
boots.
I can't dwell there.
yeah, it's
All right.
dark.
I
know.
won't sleep.
And then
It's
Jen
funny.
O'Toole said, yeah, that scene with Jason and the not Janet girl, cringy. What did he do to her? Did he bite her neck? I don't want to go back and watch it to find out. All I know is that it gave me the ick.
Nick.
He really did give ick in
Yeah,
that.
honey
Because I've
pig.
never really gotten ick from him, aside from just the fact that he's married to like the cringiest cringe monster ever.
Oh no, I'm icked out by Jason.
Yeah, now I am. All That Glitter says, I have stage 4 endoadenomyosis and PCOS for the last 7 years, so I appreciated Lacey talking about it. It's not for the faint of heart. And then Lil Red said, hi, I hate that for you. So difficult. And then Mary said, I'm so sorry. My best friend has this, and it's been difficult road for her too. And then Richard Jordan says, my friend has it, and I've taken her to the hospital a few times. It's horrible. I hate that for anyone who has it. I don't know anything about that.
Oh my God, it is no joke.
Yeah.
So
but
painful, and like it can disrupt your entire life.
is this different than
Metriosis.
PCOS, and what was the other thing?
endoadenomyosis?
Adenomyosis.
Yeah. Different.
It's the same road to hell, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
Maybe a different road, but same hellacious journey.
Yeah. Safari says, "Are those the danger pants, Nat? If so, be careful." Yeah, they were, but I stayed seated. There's a lot of people that chimed in. They were like, "Excuse me, Natalie." Palava girl asked about it. Like everyone was like, "Bro,
There was danger, but not from the pants.
Have I not said this on one of the episodes where when I come over, if you're wearing those pants before the show, you've got like a hair clip that's tied them all together. Like if you could see like this, so that she's protected. She's using protection.
Yeah.
So then Marieka said, "That just proves, even if our pants are still trying to kill us, if they look cute, we keep wearing them." And I will just say, very true. And I bought them in 3 colors. And I never buy
When
that.
you know it
many
works,
pants.
That's right.
buy it in 3 colors.
Mary said, "Exactly, Natalie. They don't keep coming back. Mike, come on. They are all here for a paycheck. They have to film the big party scenes and finish the season." And then Palaver Girl said, "Uh-oh, Mary, you coming for the boys? The boys?"
The boys.
And then she said, "No lies told, though." And then Mary goes, "I'm not scared."
Oh, that's so cute.
Do you see why I have so many? Like, Jerice says, "For me, Brittany is fake nice." And then she went on to go on about Taylor Swift, and that's where you lost me, Jerice. Next time, leave Tay out of it.
Yeah, we're big Swifties here.
Dana Stewart said, "They should do everything with that scene from Jason and the random girl. If they don't cancel the show, they can do 2 more years on that alone. We can have a reverse Nia and Danny. Thank you, reality gods." Rebecca Krakow says, "I feel like the only genuine person on here is Kristen. She can't carry the whole show. The rest of them are all the pits. All of them, except Kristen. Sad the show took a turn. I like Lala, but I feel like she's acting, stirring crap up to get the show moving. Again, not her responsibility to carry a show. Michelle was the one that was adamant about introducing people to Isabella. Meanwhile, she moved Honeyman into her home. Michelle is a bit of a hypocrite. I can't stand any of them outside of Kristen." I love how everything Rebecca says in a parenthesis, she goes, "Except Kristen, but not Kristen."
And Zach.
Outside of Kristen. She just kept saying it.
But what about Zach too? Can we
there's Zach. Yeah.
Because Zach is also Kristen's best friend, so maybe we can say Zach and Kristen,
Yeah.
or Kristen and Zach.
Yeah.
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 CBP said, "Mike's negativity seems to be activating Natalie's stuttering."
Don't activate her.
It really did. I like, if we ever, Courtney and I have joked about this before, if we ever uploaded an unedited cut and you just saw what goes on here.
It'll never see the light of day.
But I
You're
wish it would.
welcome.
Okay.
Linda Bryan says, "Travis and Mike are so taken with Lala, they can't be objective." And I'm like, well, who could be? Like,
Tune in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Tune in Tokyo.
I don't blame him on that.
Love Lala.
But I will say this, and I love Lala. I mean, not this. This was a particularly not great season for her. This is the official Amber Light on the face stuff. We're getting a little too.
We're losing the plot. We're losing the plot.
Katy Perry. Oh, Katy Perry. Cool. I knew she was a fan. I
That's
knew
right.
she'd be into this.
Obviously.
You mean Mrs. Trudeau?
Oh, yeah. She says, "Yes, that whole Jason scene. That, my friends, is the power of prayer."
That probably is Katy Perry. She's very religious.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's
Miss
true.
Montecito.
Yep.
Also, Jem, Zach didn't move here with Brittany. He moved out here 6 months before Brittany. Zach was introduced in season 6 of VPR when Jax had broken up with Brittany. Brittany did introduce Zach to Sheena, Kristen, and the whole VPR crew, but Kristen said in season 1 of the pilot over the years that Zach became her very best friend. That was because they were trying to tell me that Zach is only friends with Kristen because he knows that she's like kind of running the show, or that she's like, he knows where like
Where his bread is buttered.
It would get him somewhere.
Who the number 1 guy in the group is?
Yeah.
I
And they
don't
were
think
like, but
that.
Brittany brought him here. And then so people are chiming in being like, she didn't, he was here first, actually.
We need a Showmance historian.
We really do.
Yeah.
We really do.
Because
Coca.
I lose, I
that's
forget
right.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coca's not busy, is she?
She's busy with people trying to tell her about things on VPR, and she will just respond back, "Do you guys not have, or is this your first day here? I am the
Welcome.
VPR historian. You don't need
Honestly.
to tell me." Yeah. You know nothing. Partial Arts Black Belt says they can't fire Janet without firing Danny as well. Can you imagine the backlash they'll get, right or wrong, for firing a woman for the actions of a man, especially after her essay storyline? And I get you are referring to her inability to let go, but I still think they can't fire her alone. Also, I like the Travis edition. Also, maybe Danny's calm reaction was due to the earlier suggested edibles. P.S. I like that you guys have and allow for different opinions amongst yourselves. I don't allow it. but I can't stop them.
That's right.
Wait, that's an interesting point.
That is so interesting, and I can't focus on it because it's upsetting.
I want to
Yeah.
live in a world where just Janet's gone.
That's
right.
why I think that they are doing these little things where they're showing Nia saying to Danny,
From your lips.
That's it could be wishful thinking, but it's decent thinking. Will Poles says Janet is her own worst enemy. Ironically, in this war between Janet and Danny, only one person committed violence against the other, and it's Janet. Also, by law, that's misdemeanor battery in California. Removing the bookos does nothing. Janet is still hated by more than half the group. Until she's gone, I don't think this show can get authentic. Danny's biggest issue is that he can be annoying and corny at times. At least he's being himself. That's what you are all begging for.
Ding, ding, ding.
I love that she was like, "That's what you were all begging for." It's like this is.
That's all we ever want from these people.
Yeah. Removing Janet breaks up Brittany's Mean Girl clique and may actually force this cast to work on their own storylines for the first time in years.
Yes.
I don't even do that thing with the thing, but I would if I wasn't holding a pencil, I might.
We'll do it for you.
It was really good.
Pretty good.
Colette McCabe says Courtney needs to come back because you guys are just depressing. Sorry, love you, but wow.
Oh my God, thank you. I am back.
No, Colette's not even nice. So this was like, this is how much she likes you.
Oh, wait, this is Colette that you don't like?
No.
Oh.
I like Colette, but she says very damning things. Like she's not a person that comes in and goes, "Hey guys, love ya." Like she'll be like, "What is this? This is garbage. What is this crap?" And
Thank
she
you,
literally
girl.
said, "I cannot get Courtney back here soon enough."
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
I know. It's like when Pat Clark started liking me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
That's so great,
They're
man.
my favorite moments. I had the little red too. Jason snuggled her neck. All the glitter says Lala handed Danny the rope to let him hang himself. And then, I cut the rest off because I was like, I'll get a flag for this because there was some pew-pews, I think, in there. But I loved it. All that glitters is really like I have a handful of spirit animals in
All the
these
glitters
comments.
is one.
Oh, she's 1,000%
Yeah.
one. Like I feel like she's like Mary's protege. But she's like she seems a little street to me, a little hip hop.
Yeah.
I feel an edge
Yeah.
with all the glitters. I
She's
like
the
it.
Padawan to Mary's Jedi.
Yeah. Daffodil Eater, Jasmine needs to learn basic manners. She is so incredibly rude, and the alcohol she guzzles really amps up the obnoxious quotient. Listen, yeah, but I just didn't mind this last argument.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She went out on a high note.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, one of my little spirit animals is skin tag hotness. The Nia derangement syndrome is insane. It's called friendship. They are friends. That's why they're defending her. That's what friends do when someone's family is under such transparently coordinated attack. It's been 3 years of this nonsense. Everybody needs to touch grass and stop letting comment sections radicalize them.
Kristen's defense of Nia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's friendship.
Yeah. It's like,
Which is what Kristen said in the beginning of this episode
Yeah.
with the whole comment that she made about Jason and Janet. She goes, "No, I don't defend couples. I defend my friends."
yeah. And also, I want to let Jason and Lala know. Shut the up about who's up in the comments and it's not cool to like Janet.
Mm-hmm.
If the audience is seeing it and they like that you're not friends with someone, it's because you're an asshole. Your comments about them being so influenced by the audience it's making it sound like you know her in a way that we don't. Fine. We still know her. We've been watching her on screen for 3 years now. I think you're insulting your audience when you say that.
Yeah.
You're basically saying that the audience doesn't know what you know, like you're so much smarter than them, and like,
Well, that's what you were saying, how
Jason?
like clearly Janet and then maybe therefore Lala and Jason underestimate how smart we are as audience members.
oh, that
Right.
Janet definitely, like she's a
Yeah.
lost cause, like,
Yeah.
but she's so stupid herself that like
Yeah.
I'm not offended.
But Lala, like, it clearly seems like Lala's really doing the dirty work to
Yeah.
prop Janet up by
Thank
going in the
you.
comments
Yeah.
herself, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
weird.
expect that from Lala.
I didn't either. Deborah Traeger says Janet's a creep. That's it, and that's all. Heather Pike says, when it comes to Jasmine, I think that if it was me and my homie was crying and his ex-wife was my homegirl and I don't know who they were talking to and I was drunk and I walked up and he was like, so you're, oh, this is a misspelling, but I had it earlier. I figured out what she was trying to say. Listen, all I know is I really like this comment. This is so funny. I remember somebody responded once to Heather and goes, punctuation, please. And she goes, nah.
Heather's also a G.
Yeah.
Heather, I'm
That's
just nervous
G
right now because
behavior.
I'm 9,000 degrees. I knew exactly what you were saying and I loved it. But she said she was on Jasmine's side and she normally isn't. So
Hey,
that's the same.
it's cool when you're right.
Shannon Falls says Brittany lacks depth or chooses not to show it.
I was going to read that one too.
Oh, well, why didn't you?
Because he only reads his own.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He only gets
Next
high on
time-
his
But I
own
love my
supply.
Shannon Fall.
Talk more about him in your comment.
Yeah,
and
but I
you'll
love
get
my
it.
Shannon Fall.
I know, me too.
Who doesn't?
Don't fight with me, Shannon. I don't know if she lacks depth. Brittany, there could be two truths. I think maybe Brittany, there's depth to her, but again, she's so Stockholm syndromed
Yeah.
that I don't know if she's, and she's so cued in with the Janet of it all and the mean girl drama that, and her, her whole plot was the Brandon and the surgery and all that stuff, like the mommy makeover. But I feel like we're only seeing the superficial of Brittany right now.
Yeah.
But I do personally think that there is depth to her, but she's choosing not to show it.
Because Brittany is a people pleaser.
Correct.
That is her number one.
Yes.
Public enemy number one thing that she's got to heal in
And
therapy.
we're recovering.
That's right. Brothers in the bond.
Yes.
Sisters
yes.
in the bond.
My sister in Christ.
My sister in Christ.
But you guys have never been like her though. It's like literally why Zach is like not with her really right now. I mean, he does. They'll always be bonded, but like he's basically saying like you're friends with everyone. You can't be friends with everyone
because she's a people pleaser.
Yeah.
So like the way Jax is an exceptionally crazy kind of narcissist, I think I say this all the time. Like you meet someone at your void.
Yeah.
So if I'm just so desperate to be with someone, I'm gonna find someone who wants to take advantage of every part of my giving nature because it's right. If you're someone who just wants to show like I'm a good listener, you're gonna find the biggest talker.
Yeah.
If you're dealing from the wounded place of you,
Yeah.
and clearly Brittany met Jax from her wounded place,
And she's still
he's
operating
wounded,
under that.
and she's still operating under those pretenses.
But Shannon, give her a chance.
All right. Well, Shannon has.
I'm
more to
not
say.
I'm not a Brittany stan by any means. I just think that there's room for growth. Like you said, once Janet gets off the show, I think Brittany will be forced to look at herself in the mirror and be like, okay, let's work on ourselves.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Shannon's got more to say.
Oh, excuse me.
So she said Brittany lacks depth or chooses not to show it. It was fine for VPR. She's not a well-rounded character, so it's hard to support her. After watching her on TV for so many years, we should have seen more sides to her by now. Most of her conversations are here for a good time, fun, or leaning into drama. Even with the taking back her body storyline, we should have seen her confiding in her friends about wanting to go on some sort of a health journey or letting the past go and entering into a new stage of life. The problem is she prefaced her journey with wanting to be sexy, get her sporkle back, and get rid of the implants Jax got her. And that's as deep as she went about it. She doesn't give the audience anything lasting to root for. It might take Zach stepping back from the friendship for Brittany to realize she's been making mistakes. It's not irredeemable. She's just going to need to make changes.
I agree with everything she said.
Basically, Brittany's here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, not a long time, a good time, and with her boobies up to her
But
neck.
her boobies.
Yeah,
Brittany-
boobies.
And her glitter
She's a
holes.
good
And her
therapist.
glitter holes.
Ugh, God.
Amen.
Sandy with cats. My most important takeaway from what we have been shown on this weird show is run, Kristen, run. Luke is not a safe place for you or your child. He said the word coffin about you. Luke sucks. And then Dana Stewart replied, I agree. That was really odd. These weird guys always find Kristen. And they really do.
Kristen meeting at your voids, guys.
No. Benji Fagley said, it's so good to hear from Benji.
I know,
haven't-
hey,
look, it's so lovely. I had said something like are we really listening to the same conversation again about like what you did to women was horrible, and then Danny saying back like you never apologized to me or whatever, and I was like, is this really happening? Is this real life? And he said, Natalie, the same exact conversation between the Janets and the Dannys will happen again at this reunion. Bet. And then Penland said, it will probably have one whole reunion episode devoted to it. And then Mary said, gosh, no.
Mary's all of us.
Mary, yeah.
Gosh, no.
That's not neat.
I can hear
don't
it.
want that to happen.
No.
Oh, don't do this to Mary.
I know.
Yeah. What you're doing.
Miss Mandeville says, Kristen was on the Not Skinny, Not Fat podcast. I watched it too. She said something like that a week ago, and all seems well between her and Nia. If anything, I'd say she's worried about upsetting Brittany. Either way, it'll be 3 years, 3 years next of Janet's assault, and we can hear about it ad nauseum. Yeah. Skin Tag Hotness says, I think the scene clips are really edited, and Kristen is probably going off of what everyone knew everyone knew what she meant versus them trying to get her on some technical gotcha with her words. 1000% agreed. Pin says, Natalie, 100 on the Jason scene. What were the chances? I had to watch it 3 times, and it is the take that will keep on taking away any leg Jason had left to stand on. And then Ethereal Glower said, well, Jason only had 1 leg left to stand on. So I guess he's down to none.
Ruh-roh.
I love that.
You guys, listen, it was such a shitty last episode, and the
So
comments
bad.
made up for all of our missteps. I don't know what you call it, but that's just why I wanted to read so many, is because I can't believe that people not only watched that whole trash episode, but then wrote such good, insightful, brilliant, funny, all the good shit. So thank you so much for just sticking with us through the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, subscribe, hype, and tell a friend.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go to bed.
Yeah.
Stay good as gold, kids.
Yeah. Love ya.
You know they're going to try to bring Sheena and Brock on next
And
season,
you know
right?
what?
Don't do that to me.
Look what you're doing to Chandler.
There's not enough meteor in the world for me to. I can't. I'm good. I need a revamp of this show or get it off the air.
As gold.
Shh. Pretty bird.
Love you. Bye.
Love you.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.